Alright, so wanted to hop on here tonight and do an update video. I did pass another eval today, so I passed a 50K Trade-Evade account, and so that gives me 2 PA accounts, and then I have another Rhythmic account, so now I have one 50K Rhythmic and one 50K Trade-Evade. And this is the 150K that I'm working on. I did lose a little bit out of that balance today. Then this other 50K is at 51,424. This is the one I passed that is now active. And then, so as soon as I pay that fee, then that will become a PA account. So I am still working on this 50K. Hopefully I'll get that passed this week. And then on the Rhythmic accounts, excuse me, I have one that is at $52,069. So that one is just under $1,000 away from passing as well. So I've got this one. So we've got that one at $52,069. This one is at $51,424. So that'll be 2 more. Should be done this week. I'm sorry. Yeah. So 2 more that should be done this week. So this one, and then another 50K Rhythmic. So if I get those 2 done this week, that would give me 4 PA accounts. And then I'm working on this 150K. I'll probably grab another 50K to give me 5 50Ks because I want to start not copy trading, but I want to start trading the eval accounts now. I've just kind of been hesitant to trade those, especially with news coming up this week. We got CPI data tomorrow, and then I think either Thursday or Friday is PPI. I'll have to check the calendar on that, on which day that is. So you can see here, this is the 150K. I am in long. I got in long right here, so I'm up, $90 on this trade. I am expecting it to come up here into 18,061, and then 18,139. If we can get inside this mother bar range and start trading up, that would be awesome. So we're, kind of at the bottom of it now. So the liquidity right there, but we could easily rotate back down as well. So, this is the 150K. So I'm willing to let it, have a little bit of wiggle room. I don't trade it as tight, as I would a 50K. I am on the fence about the 25Ks. And I'll tell you why. Because I have passed them and I've blown them in the past. So I'm just not 100% sure on whether I want to keep trying to go for a 25K or not. So, just have to, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. But I really like the 150K. Those I seem to be super comfortable with. Obviously, it is kind of a larger target to hit, so you got to make $9,000 in the 150K, where as opposed to just 50,000 3,000 in the 50K. So the last 50K, I'll have to look, but I think let me see if I can pull this up off screen first. I think it took me 10 days to pass that one. Hang on just a second and I will find out. Oh, nice little push right there. I just looked at that, so. dashboard number. Yeah, it was about to rebill in 6 days. So, I think when I looked the other day, I had traded on that one. Let's see if it's still showing technically. Yeah, 14 days. So I had traded on that for 14 days. Yeah, so not bad. I mean, you know, if you took $3,000 divided by 14, I mean, 3,000 divided by 10 is 300, but let's see. It's $214 average per day. Payout cycle on Apex is 10 days. Or well, that you have to have traded on it at least 10 days. So let's say that it did take you another 14 days. It's, I mean, you know, for a payout cycle, let's say you traded on it at least 10, but it took you 14 to get 3,000. I mean, that's, you know, still pretty awesome. I mean, it's almost like working a full-time job, really, when you think about it. You know, so what did I say? Roughly $215 a day. Yeah, so 215 times 14. Yep, that's just a tad over $3,000. So let's just say you make $200 a day times 14. So that's $2,800 in 2 weeks. That's nice. So yeah, that's nice. That's a nice little chunk of change for sure. So yeah, so the next one I'm going to work on is that 50K rhythmic, so I can get that one passed. So it's a $52,069 at the moment. So just need a little bit more to get that one passed. And that'll give me, once I get that one passed, that'll give me 3 PA accounts right there. Even if I start churning those at $200 a day, that's $600 a day that you've made. That's $6,000 in 10 days. You know, so I'll take it for sure. I mean, you can see right here, I mean, this is what, I mean, I entered this on the drive home tonight. So, right there's your $200 almost. I am also on the fence about copy trading, and I'll tell you why. Because if you make them, it is great if you're making profit, right? But if you make a mistake, then, for lack of a better term, that's your ass. And then you got to start all the way over with an eval account. And I just figure if I'm going to make a mistake or have a bad day trading, I would rather have it in one account versus the accounts that I've worked really hard to get and pass. You know, I don't want to be back at square one, you know, because I had a bad day. So I think I'm going to do like I've seen some other traders do and work it. I mean, I've seen guys that, you know, are trading two to three accounts, copy trading at once, and then they'll flip them and work on another set of 2 or 3 accounts at once and do it that way. But you know, I don't know. So I'm just kind of on the fence about that. I mean, this is the most PA accounts I've had at one time. Especially if I get these other two passed. So that's, that'll give me 4. And then work on another one. So that would be 5. That would be 5 PA accounts. If I just trade on 1 or 2, and then switch to the next session and trade on 1 or 2, switch to the next session, trade 1 or 2. Then I just feel like I've really spread the risk out, versus copy trading them all at once. Because, this is a lot of work that goes into this. It's a lot of mental power. It's a lot of emotional power that goes into it. And because no matter what anybody says, it is, trading does involve some emotion. It's, no matter what you think about money, it's, for a lot of people, it is emotional. So, traders try to remove as much emotion as they can out of that. But, it does still creep in. You get nervous, you have a bad day, other things going on, a little bit of greed factor kind of creeps in sometimes. So it's just, there's a lot goes into it, and it's not just, always black and white. Today, I passed the 50K while I was at work. I passed it while I was on my lunch break, and so I just was like, all right, done. So walked away. Had that been a PA account I was trading, I don't know that I would have been as clear-headed, but because I just scalped it on my phone while I was at work. So I just kind of want to be able to treat the PA accounts with a little more finesse and respect, and be more cognizant of what I'm doing when I'm in a trade on a PA account. So that's just kind of where I am with that. But right now we are kind of moving up nicely here, especially being up, an hour and a half, 2.5 hours. Sorry, 2.5 hours open at the moment for the Globex session. So if you look all the way to the left, this is a part of my strategy, a huge part of my strategy. Here's your broadening formation. I do need to redraw that, obviously, but this was a previous broadening formation I had drawn here, and we are coming back up into this range. So, I love to play retracements back up into ranges, and that's just, always been, it's been a huge part of my strategy since I kind of came up with it. So, I do trade, everybody knows I do trade the strat, and, I am so thankful to Rob Smith, and I miss him. He just, the strat to me is like, it just, in its simplest form, it's a way to read price action. But it breaks it down, 1, 2, or 3. That's what you got. You got outside move here, 3, which is a huge sell-off. You get back inside, barely green. You get 2 down, 2 down. This was this morning, obviously, at 2 o'clock. Chop, 2 down, 2 down, but green, which is bullish in most cases. And then you get a 2 up, 2 up. So, right now we're coming back up into this range. If we can get back, we're in this range currently, here. Back from Thursday of last week. But if we can retrace back up through this mother bar right here, that would be great. You know, so we're just barely creeping above it now. So anyway, I should have at least just taken a micro in my PA account, but I didn't. So as of now in that PA account, let's see, I think it was down like $100 or something. Let me look at it. Yeah, I'm down $150 in that account. So that was from Sunday night, I believe it. Wow. Holy moly. All right, I looked away for a moment and then looked back. Okay, nice. I'm just going to put a stop on this now, probably at break even. Because this is a 4-hour candle that's gone too up, so I don't want to keep my stop too tight. Technically, if you go by the strat, your stop would be all the way down here, 17,948. But that is, I mean, when you're playing futures, that's way too much wiggle room. So I'm actually going to put it right here. So my stop is going to go right there. Would not be break even, 18,035 down to 18,026. So about a 10-point wiggle room. But you know, I could always move it up and if we keep pushing, this is a nice push right here. Okay, so look left always. So my next target is going to be up here at 18,078. For tonight. And so I'll probably move my stop around here to 18,050, but I want us to push up a little more, all the way up into this liquidity right here at 18,078. So we'll see what the night brings. But yeah, so that's where I would move my stop there. I should have changed my title on my YouTube to live. I didn't. I got some people tuning in. If you wanted to take profit, if you don't think we're going to push, you know, this probably a good little area right here to take some profit. Maybe down at 44 if you wanted to set your stop a little bit tighter, but yeah, that's a nice little push tonight. $450. I mean, I got a lot of wiggle room as far as drawdown goes in that 150K, so I could easily let this ride tonight. Even if it comes back stop even, break even, is not gonna really hurt my drawdown because I've got like, I don't know, 4,000 left on drawdown, I think, on that. Maybe 3,500. I'd have to log into actual Tradeovate to see. I might can do that now. I think I can be logged into TradingView and Tradeovate at the same time. Because I've got it set up on Tradeovate, that'll show me where, you know, on the dashboard, like where, like how much drawdown I have left in that account. yeah, almost $3,000 left of drawdown in the 150K. I think they start you out at maybe 5. I would have to go look. Let's see what the drawdown is on the 150K. Maybe it's 3,500. No, it's 5. So I have hit. Yeah, that would be right, because at one point I think it was up like $1,500. So I did obviously make a couple bad trades there on the 150K. I do tend to trade that. Excuse me. I do tend to trade that 150K a little more aggressive, so it makes sense why I would. No, so distance to liquidation only. Drawdown auto equivalent level. It says it's 149,429. What am I sitting at? Okay, all right. So yeah, so that makes sense. So 100 and sorry, I had a cold, so I'm still kind of a little congested. 152,824 minus 149,429 gives me $3,395 of drawdown. So I've hardly touched the drawdown on this. I'm in like maybe about 1,500 of drawdown on the 150K, which is not bad. Because remember, Apex has that trailing drawdown, so. I'm just so happy that I passed another eval today. Because like I said, my goal was to have 5, so now I've got 2, and I'm less than $1,000 away from having 3. So, that's great. Should have taken a mini on that one, and I'll only be $500 away from passing another one. All right, so I guess I'm going to get off here, and there's some things I need to do before I call it a night, but I see no reason to be short at the moment. Looks like we might just start grinding up into this mother bar, which would be fantastic. Love it if we got another 100 points out of this. That would make this 150K sitting at about 155. No. Yeah, 155, because it's almost at 153 now. What was I up like 80, 90 bucks when I started the stream, and now I'm up 475. So almost a 400 point gain right there live on stream. So pushing up into this previous day's high all the way back from Sunday. Nice. Nice push. Dang, maybe I really should start working more day shifts so I can come home and trade. I don't care what anybody says. People are full of crap if they say you can't make money in Globex. I mean, I've just proved it right here on stream. Alright, I'm gonna move. I may regret this, but I can always get in on a micro, and I think that's what I may do. I'm gonna move the mini stop to this liquidity right here. 18056. Oh, I'm still on the March contract too. Huh. Alright.
Order filled.
Okay, so now that was wild. Oh, I know why I did that. I was like, wait a minute. Why is it talking to me through Tradeovate? Because I had logged in on the Tradeovate website. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. That was wild. I was like, wait a minute, why does TradingView all of a sudden sound like Tradeovate? Okay, so sell it right there. I'll move that stop, obviously. Or I'll just put it right there. Okay. So that's just a micro, and then I'm still in the mini. I didn't notice I was still on the March contract. Alright, so still in the mini. It may come down and stop me out, which I'm totally okay with. Totally okay with. I'll still take a 500 point win. In fact, I'm going to move it right here. I would rather it take... Alright, it just stopped me out. I'd rather it stop me out than pull all the way back, right? So, almost a 500 point... Almost a $500 win right there. I was up 535 at one point. But I'll take it. I'm cool with it. So that was 90 to 490 on stream. Nice little 20 point run right there on a mini. And I did add the June contract to my watch list. So when it gets probably Wednesday, Thursday, I'll take the March contract off and just start trading the June one. Alright, so 2 PAs, third one, $1,000 from passing, a fourth one, $1,500 from passing, and then the 150K obviously has definitely got to have some more work done on it, but I'm a third of the way there. Okay, gonna hop off stream. Hope everyone has a good night. Made the money. Technically, made the money in Globex, and I wouldn't have to trade New York session, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. I am off work, so I may trade after CPI. We'll see what happens. I'm not trading the news. I'll just let it do its thing. I think it probably comes out at 7:30 New York time in the morning. And we'll go from there. So, alright.